welcome back. Before we get started, hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, welcome back on this early Saturday morning. There's so many things taking place. I was reading a news article. This is out of Fox News. They have a lot of individuals captured on camera dumping unwanted animals on the side of a remote road in California. I think the county was it was Riverside County, man. They said he captured one individual dropping off a puppy Rottweiler. And if you have pets that you cannot attend to anymore, or your situation changed, I mean, call your local shelter, see if they can adopt a pet, or see if you can just call a family member or a friend to see if they may want to adopt your pet. Don't drop your unwanted pets off on the side of a road, especially puppy Rottweilers. It's just, I don't know if it's the economy, you know, people, housing situation may have changed where they cannot have pets, but this is becoming a common practice in a lot of states, man. And if I continue to read the article, they saying for the past 10 years that this has been going on for the past 10 years. So this is becoming a common thing, people just dropping their pets off. So, but it said it increased through the course of, what they said he had over the course of 2 years. It increased. Also, the CDC is warning doctors to watch out for the Marburg virus. Now, they said he had 2 outbreaks in 2 African nations. Even though they don't have any outbreaks reported in the U.S., they are advising doctors to be on the lookout. Now, they saying the symptoms is similar to Ebola. It says the Marburg is a rare but highly fatal viral fever that causes continuous bleeding. So you want to keep an eye out on symptoms like that. So just another thing that you have to keep an eye out on, man. And I'm gonna tell you, this economy, it is tanking. It is tanking, man. If you're not out there prepping, stocking up, and when I mean prepping, I'm not talking about just buying food. I'm talking about your situation. You can't look at my situation and say, that's what I need to do. You have to evaluate yourself, your home, your foundation, and then you build on that. You know? My situation may be totally different than yours. My area, you may be in an area where it is prone to a lot of flooding. So you want to prep to make sure your foundation is stable far as flooding. You know, you might be in an area where there's a lot of hurricanes. So you just want to prep on your on your area and the situation that you are in, you know, because believe it or not, I've took notice that a lot of people, man, I don't care what you say. You can say, hey, look, man, the economy is bad. I think you should be, you know, stocking up on extra supplies, you know, doing this and doing that. Oh, I ain't worrying about that. Oh, I ain't worrying about it. What are you talking about? Everything is just fine. I can go to the store and buy this. I can go to the store and buy that. And I'm like, whoa, okay. If that's what you want to do, then do it. But it's no way, right? It's no way that if you go into the supermarket, you got about $400 or $500, man. And a couple of years back, man, you take that same $400 or $500, man, you can fill that cart up, and you may need 2 carts. Now, $400 or $500, you probably getting maybe a half cart of food. Even when you go into these little all days and what's the other one? Save a Lot. You're not gonna get that cart full like you used to. A lot of items they discontinued. Majority of the prices are they increased. So people, I just don't know, man. People are spending. The people that I know, they are spending. They're not taking no warnings. They don't care about nothing. They think everything is all right. So what do you do in that situation? You know what I do? I just let them keep spending. You know? I do what I got to do to make sure that I'm stable, my family is stable. Because you can tell a person, hey, look, this is what's going on. Maybe you shouldn't take that trip. Maybe you should, hold back. No. I gotta go take a vacation. I gotta go do this. Oh, you about to spend $5,000 or $6,000, overseas on some island, and then when you come back, your housing situation is not up to par, or you're late on your car payment, or you lose your job. The majority of Americans, right? People in America do not have $1,000 saved up. I say about 75% don't have emergency funds saved up for an emergency. Emergency could be anything from a medical bill, car breakdown, and that's the common thing. The cars, they getting these new cars now. They trying to transition everybody over from the normal combustible engines to electric, and they don't know that these batteries, that the cost for a battery in these cars can run you 25, 30,000. In some instances, 40,000. Now, are you going to have a lifetime guarantee when you buy these electric cars? Or let's just put it like this. What if everybody's charging their car up at the same time? Let's do that scenario. You think this grid is going to be able to hold up to that? I don't think so, man. I do not think so. I think electric cars is fun. It's fun, but I don't think it's we should transition over from the standard combustible engine to electric. I don't think we're ready for that. It's too much going on, man. It is too much going on. They got everybody believing what's going on in New York. We all know what we're talking about. I'm just going to try to deviate from that. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to try to word things a little bit because I don't want them, they mess with you. They already mess with your video. So whatever. But yeah, they got you looking one way and they're setting something up on the other. So what's really going on? People don't understand, man, that BRICS nation, man, when they come together to try to make another currency to battle the US dollar, and other countries starts to join, we're going to be in trouble. We are going to be in trouble as far as the US. We already in trouble because we don't manufacture anything. I had one guy say, "Oh man, that's Chinese. That's Chinese. Oh, that's built at Chinese." And I'm like, okay. Name something that's not built in China. Well, there's this bike right here. I said, well, what about the parts on the bike? Where do you think they come from? Think about this. You got Harley Davidson, right? You got bikes, right? You got the assembly that's putting the bike together, but who's actually making the parts for these cars, these motorcycles, these scooters? Who's actually making the parts? Like the clothes you wear. All this stuff, man, we don't make anything. You may find a little mom and pop factory here and there, but who is actually making all the supplies? I mean, it is terrible, man. It is terrible, and this country, man, is turning. It is turning hard. Trust me. If I look back on the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and if you look back, man, you can see the change. I'm not sure how old some of you are, but from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, man, you can see how much stuff, how this society has changed, man. Changed for the worse, man. I mean, it is just, I can't even find a word for this mess. It is just total chaos. I'm just reading another news article out of Florida. A 12-year-old and a 17-year-old triple homicide. Triple homicide. Look on here. Little kids, man. Little kids. Triple homicide, man. No care for life. Just running around and just deleting people. And you got to ask yourself, what if this economy hits? It gets real rough out there. Talking about like Argentina. I read another article. In Argentina, inflation's at 100%. What if we get to 100% inflation? You're going to see people diving through your window to get what you have. You're going to see a lot of home invasions, robberies. And for anyone out there, I'm going to let you know, anyone out there thinks they're a cowboy and okay, we can do this, we can do that, I'm this, I'm that, no one, it's not going to happen to me. Think about this. People have the same thing that you have. We talking about tools. They have the same thing. Probably even better. You know? They have the same type of tools that you have. Now, the question is, are you training with those tools? Are you able to defend yourself? Are you keeping yourself in shape? Or are you just letting your body do as it please? Gain 20 pounds here, gain 50 pounds here. When are you going to start taking control of yourself? Because believe it or not, man, you still have people out there blaming others for their situation. Situation where they're just saying, oh, this is why I'm like this. Not looking in the mirror and taking charge of their own life. They're still doing the blame game. And if you a person out there that's doing the blame game, I'm going to tell you right now, man, you need to look in the mirror. Because all the blame, it goes to you. I'm talking about far as your situation. Your housing situation, your family situation. Especially if you are a man. There is no excuse of why you are, let's say, you don't have any funds. There are so many ways where you can generate revenue. Get yourself a pickup truck. Invest in a trailer. Get some flyers made, man. You can start hauling away some junk, unwanted material from people's yards. Get yourself some lawnmowers, man. Start cutting some grass to generate some more revenue. Oh, but you have a lot of people out here. Oh, I'm not cutting no grass. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing no heavy lifting. And then you're going to be that same person that's probably standing in that same area 10 years ago saying that you want change. Sometimes you got to put the pride and all that old other crap and put it on the back seat. Especially if you have a family to take care of. And I look back, man, I see some of these people, oh, this and that. Oh, how did this person get this? How did that person get that? That person made some sacrifices. That person took that pride and threw it out the window and said, I got to make some adjustments. Oh, I can't grow no garden. I can't do that. You already failed when you put I can't in your mouth. I can't do it. You ain't even try. So it's a lot of foolishness out here, especially in the inner cities. A lot of senseless killing. Because the first thing they say is, oh, I can't find a job. Oh, I can't do that. You know, I came from the city. I've been in some of the roughest cities in the U.S. And I know what's in the cities. But it's up to you to say, man, this is, I can't, nah, this is it. This is it. I got to get out. I got to migrate. I got to get away from here. You don't have to stay there. I never seen so many people that always say, oh, this city is bad. But yet and still, you still there. You're scared to make change. Like you're programmed to stay there. Like to stay right there. Look at the animals. Come on. When it gets warm or cold in when it gets cold in one area, animals, they migrate to another area. They can't find food in one area, they go to another area. If you can't find a job in your area, then you migrate to another area. You move. You get away from there. If the crime is too much for you, you take your family and you move. But you know what they're going to say? No, I can't. I can't. Because you're scared. So don't look at the next person. And I don't mean to digress, y'all. But I got a lot of people say, I can't. You know, and then they look at you and say, man, you got all of this. Help me out. Whoa. Help yourself out. You know, you find yourself giving people help and they're not trying to help themselves. Reevaluate yourself. Do a checklist. You know, but people don't evaluate themselves. They don't grade themselves. It's a grade system. You know? I don't sit up here and just work. What are you working for? What are you prepping for? What are you prepping for? Why are you going to work? You know? So those are questions that I ask myself. What is the goal? What is the goal? What is the primary goal in all this, man. Because most people are not going to see. They're not going to see what's going on because they're so busy indulging in this how can I put it, man? In this fantasy world. It's like a fantasy, man. You know, give them drugs, give them alcohol, give them all this stuff. Keep them tuned to the television. Or keep them calm with the social media, TikTok videos. You know? There was a TikTok challenge in stealing cars. You had Hyundais and Kias. You had people on TikTok showing you how easy it was to steal a Hyundai and a Kia car. And it was a challenge. Now you have a lot of insurance companies that will not insure Hyundais and Kias because it was an uptick in car theft. So if I'm not on here pumping out videos, I'm out in the real world trying to grind it up. I'm trying to create a foundation so when my kids get to a point where they need land, or they need home, they're going to have it once they get to that mature age where they're ready to settle down. As parents, as me, I'm talking about me. This is what I'm doing. Me. Creating a foundation. So the next generation will not have to go through housing. I mean, the cost for housing, 1 bedroom, $2,000. How are you going to get a high school student that wants to pursue their goal a chance when they got to pay $2,000 for a 1 bedroom? In some states, $3,500. So that's just some of the things, man, that I'm trying to get into, man. I'm getting into. I'm already in it. Put it like that. You know? Got the land. Got the houses. We making some changes. We making some progress around here. You know? I'm not like the other channels, you know, doing all this other stuff. I ain't got time for that. And you shouldn't either. You should be out there grinding it up too. No excuses. Especially if you are a man. There is no excuse. Oh, it's too hard. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. Well, learn how to do it. If you can TikTok all day, you can get on there and learn how to do something. Learn how to use a hammer. But man, keep on prepping. Economy's not going to get any better. The situation that you're in right now can only improve unless you change. Time to reevaluate it. If it's not going to according as planned, and readjust, man. I'm telling you. Readjust. Get yourself around some better people, group of people. You know? Got to stay positive, man. Stay positive. Keep yourself mentally stable. Sometimes you got to get on your knees and ask God for forgiveness. But that's what I'm doing, man. I got to make some adjustments. Keep on making adjustments. Keep on having that grind. I can't let up. because this economy is not going to let up. It's going to keep on rolling, man. It's going to keep ticking. It's going to keep ticking. And the rich people, they don't care. They don't have to worry about that. It's you. You know? You're not going to own nothing and be happy. You're going to have a bunch of debt and you're going to be happy. Oh, I'll just go rent. Oh, I won't have nothing. You know, I'll pass away and leave all this debt to my kids. That's what I'm going to do. Nah, not me. All right, man. I don't want to be on here just, you know, getting all, getting my feathers all ruffled. So, I'm going to do something constructive. I'm out. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.